Yo, what is going on, everybody? Caveman Jack, back for another album reaction slash review. We are back live from the studio. Yo, really excited to be checking out this band for the first time on this channel. Ghost are a metal group that I've heard so many good things about. I know they've got a new album coming out. I have listened to the song Satanized, which is the new track that's going to be on their new record coming out in April. Very, very intriguing sound. It's quite melodic, a very melodic sound, but it had heavy instrumentation, which I loved. That was quite easy for me to fall into. I didn't really know where to start with Ghost, but I'm going back to their debut, Opus Eponymous. It's a tight 35-minute project, which is really intriguing to me. I wonder what kind of punchy sounds we're going to get here. Is this going to be quite heavy? Is it going to be quite melodic? I'm not sure, but we're going to dive into it and have a just kind of feel the ride. I liked what I heard on Satanized, so I'm really, really keen to hear where this band started. Okay. It's quite nice. The organs. Wonder how heavy this album's gonna be. I'm liking this intro. I'm liking the intro. It's set in the scene. It kind of has that same feel that Satanized had. It's quite like, it looks like a pope with like a skull on the front cover. Very kind of like Castlevania. This next track will probably be the one where we get the first feel of what this album's gonna be. Okay. Super theatrical. It was interesting. It's quite melodic. The voices are very melodic, whereas the instrumentation is kind of like more grittier, kind of like a darker sound. But it's like it's a very interesting contrast in terms of subject matter. The lyricism is quite dark, but the tone is quite light and it's very theatrical. So kind of has like a really playful feel to the song. Didn't have that darkness in the sound to grab me on that track, but you can feel it's a very interesting sound, quite Nosferatu. Goodness, it just it's tricky, man. piano here, nice electric. Kind of gave me some like 80s pop rock songs, like just like some of the choruses. Gave me that kind of feel. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. I did think it would be a little bit a darker sound in terms of kind of like their tone is quite light in terms of the way they sound vocally. The guitars are quite heavy in nature, but it comes across quite poppy at times as well. The bass piano in the song.
Her pact with Satan, her despisal of mankind, her acts of cruelty, and her lust for blood makes her one of us. Our ancient countess was refused her desires will to bathe in pure fresh blood, she'd press in virgin skin. The lies of it in the castle where was my soul forever young.
I like how they shifted that. They went up. They went up. Sounds kind of like barbershop at times as well, like laid over each other. Like if MGMT were like Little Dark Age, that album, if that was heavier, had a lot more like guitars, like heavy guitars, it feels like something like that. Again, feels very much like a debut. Like it does feel like a debut. Feels like a kind of an introduction to sounds. Nothing too crazy, but from what I've been told, Ghost discography expands. There's so much lore attached to Ghost, which I'm excited to learn more about.
The devil's power is the greatest one. When his sinner's holiest shall the sun. Tis the night of the witch. Tis the night of the witch tonight. And the vengeance is hers for as long as she stands by him. The moon shone bright above her trial.
Yeah, I like this song. That sounds good. Had a little bit more instrumentation variability, so we're just like kind of getting a little bit more of different sounds. Progression has been a little bit more trippier, which I've liked.
Our seventh, she's unbound. Tis the night of the witch. Tis the night of the witch tonight.
Very catchy.
Vegas is hers for as long as she stands by.
I think this might be my favorite so far. This and Ritual. Yeah. Favorite track so far. Damn, this next track is called Satan Prayer. Wow, that is definitely not on the nose. A bit of Barracuda feel to the start.
Believing one God do we, Satan Almighty. And in His Son begotten, the Father, by whom all things will be unmade.
I like that. Really nice way the guitar and the drums just move.
For man and his damnation, incarnated, rise up from hell. Hear us say a prayer, our Dionysian creed. Hear us say a prayer for the coming of seed.
The background's good. That was a really good track as well. Last two tracks have really, I know I'm starting to kind of get an idea of Ghost's sound, their soundscapes, the way they like to deliver their songs. The choruses are very catchy. They're very melodic, and it's such, I keep going back to it, but it's such a wild contrast. The subject matter is very dark, but in a playful way. It feels like a playful way, and then the instrumentation is dark to a point, but it doesn't feel like it goes right into the depths of potentially what the subject matter is about. It kind of keeps it on like a playful surface level feeling, so you can kind of get some of that grittiness without it feeling like you are listening to a satanic prayer. Rather, you're listening to like a playful take on a satanic prayer, which sounds so weird for me to say that out loud.
the bloodline of the dark architect. Toxic blood of not numbers. Antichrist will walk the earth. We shall overgrade.
An entry point of a sound that is just really new to me, really unique to me. We've been diving into different kind of heavier sounds this year, with Metallica, with Led Zeppelin, trying to kind of get a little bit more of a feel of this genre, and rock and metal, and learning more about some of the heavier works in the world. And like that song there, like when it kind of went in the more darker feel, I think I connected to it more than when it just feels like a little bit lighter. And I get it's the debut of Ghost, and it is kind of like an entry point to try kind of open up some of the sounds that they were trying to work out. Debut albums are where a band are trying to open their sound to an audience, find an audience, find people that connect with their music and their vision, and you can feel like there's a real sense of consistent tone throughout the record. Like it has felt very tight in terms of this is what they're going for. They've stuck with the theme, and it's felt very prevalent throughout. The heavier sounds on this album have hit me more than when it goes into like a little bit lighter. It's one of those learning curves as I listen to more of Ghost. I think I'll get used to how this kind of sound is presented. Like that. That's really good. Oh, I love this instrumentation, man. Looks like I'm riding a horse. I feel like the winter. It's dark. And you're riding towards the castle. Love it. Oh. What a wild ride that was. Last song, strictly instrumental. Loved that song. Loved the way the song progressed. Again, felt like you were riding a horse through the snow towards the castle. Loved how we got those like electric guitars to propel it. The bass, dun, 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 great. Man, and when the synths came in, I was like, hello, this is good. This is really good. And the acoustic guitar at the end, man, what a wild ride. Opus Eponymous. I hope I'm saying that right. My first dive into Ghost properly post listening to Satanized, the new single from their new record. I am excited to listen to more Ghost. I felt like it didn't fully grab me, but in the moments that it did grab me, I was hooked. Like I was hooked. And there's a lot to love about Ghost. There's a lot of good feeling. The content matter was obviously incredibly dark, but I felt like it balanced out well. It balanced out well at times. And it's more just me getting used to it, getting used to this kind of the way that they progressed their songs and the way the instrumentation was. Really fun first dive into Ghost. I really appreciate you guys checking out this video. If you got to the end here and you enjoy what you saw and want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button, join the community. We do try listen to a wide range of music on the channel. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. That was Opus Eponymous by Ghost. My name is Caveman Jack. Take care, everybody, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.